There is a force that moves through the fabric of reality. Cannot be seen, but it can be felt. It is not taught, but it is already within you. For centuries, certain schools of wisdom have hidden this knowledge. They called it the forbidden art, the science of the unseen, or, to the few initiates, the key to accessing the divine mind. This force vibrates silently between every thought, every emotion, and every intention you project into the world. Modern quantum physics calls it the field of infinite possibilities. The ancient masters, however, referred to it as the creative breath, the energy that connects all things, that shapes realities, heals, attracts, reveals, and destroys. But why was this knowledge hidden? And what truly lies behind the symbolic and enigmatic 33rd degree, so often seen in mystical, philosophical, and initiatory contexts? In this video, you will discover a powerful technique that connects directly with this forgotten knowledge. A technique that awakens consciousness, reprograms the subconscious, and activates the quantum entanglement between you and the reality you wish to live. You will understand how a simple energy adjustment, based on an ancient secret, can free the flow that has been blocked within you. Imagine for a moment that everything around you, your home, your body, your thoughts, is just the visible surface of something much greater, something that vibrates behind matter, like the source code of an invisible program. This invisible matter is not a mystical metaphor. It is energy. According to modern physics, everything in the universe is made of atoms, and all atoms are essentially made of energy vibrating at different frequencies. In other words, what we call reality is actually a vibrational field that responds to subtle commands, often sent out through what we feel, think, and believe. But here's the detail that few notice. This energy is not neutral. It responds. Carl Jung once said, "What you resist, persists." Viewed through the lens of quantum physics, this phrase suggests that energy follows the focus of your consciousness, even when that focus is on pain, fear, or lack. That's why so many people remain stuck in patterns. They don't realize that with every repeated thought, they are sending out a specific vibration, like a password the universe recognizes and responds to in the form of experience. But if everything is energy and energy can be shaped, then why do we live as if reality is fixed? Because this energy is, most of the time, being guided unconsciously. That's where the importance of learning to consciously direct this invisible force comes in. When you understand how it works, and more importantly, how to activate it, you stop being a piece in the game and start becoming the architect of your own reality. Consciousness is the master key that opens the doors to the invisible. In quantum physics, there is a fascinating experiment called the double-slit experiment, which proved that reality changes depending on how it is observed. When subatomic particles, like electrons, are fired at a barrier with two slits, they behave like waves of possibilities. But the moment they are observed, they collapse into a defined position, as if, by being noticed, they are forced to choose a reality. This phenomenon became known as the observer effect. It means that consciousness, the simple act of being present, aware, and attentive, has the power to directly influence the behavior of matter. Do you realize the impact of this? If your consciousness is capable of altering reality at the quantum level, then it can also shift internal patterns, heal emotional wounds, and attract experiences that align with what you truly desire. But most of our consciousness is asleep. We live on autopilot, reacting to the world based on memories, beliefs, and unconscious habits. And in that state, energy is still being shaped, but without conscious direction. James Hillman said, "The soul is not just in us, we are in the soul." And consciousness would be the meeting point between that soul and the vibrational field we call the world. Therefore, developing consciousness is not just about being present. It is about learning to observe with intention, redirect focus, recognize internal patterns, and activate a new quality of presence, one that communicates with the universe as a co-creator, not as a victim of chance. Imagine that, at this very moment, you are deeply connected to someone on the other side of the world, or even to a version of yourself in another timeline. Quantum entanglement is one of the most mysterious and revealing phenomena in modern physics. It shows that when two particles interact and then separate, they remain connected, no matter how far apart they are. What happens to one instantly affects the other. Einstein called this spooky action at a distance. And although he was initially skeptical, we now know this connection is real. But the most intriguing part isn't just the phenomenon itself. It's what it suggests about the nature of our existence. If particles can remain entangled even when separated by thousands of kilometers, this means the universe is not made of isolated parts, but of one unified, interconnected whole. And if that's true in the subatomic world, it's also true within you. Every thought you have, every emotion vibrating in your body, is entangled with the collective field, affecting and being affected by everything that exists. This helps explain why we sometimes feel the pain of someone we love from far away, or why a strong intuition leads us exactly where we need to be. But there's an even deeper secret hidden within this phenomenon. You can use entanglement consciously. By focusing your awareness with clear intention, you can entangle yourself vibrationally with what you wish to experience. A state of peace, a new relationship, a higher level of personal fulfillment. Joseph Campbell once said, "What you seek is seeking you." Quantum entanglement gives a scientific foundation to this idea. When you vibrate at a specific emotional frequency, you tune in to compatible realities. And this tuning is not limited by time or space. That's why the technique we're about to reveal works exactly at this point of invisible connection, where the quantum field responds directly to your intention, your inner state, and your emotional vibration. And for that, there is a hidden key that must be activated. It lies in the place where everything begins and everything repeats, the subconscious. Have you ever tried to change your life using positive affirmations, visualizations, or manifestation techniques, but deep down, felt as if something stronger was pulling you back into the same patterns? That's because most of reality creation doesn't happen in the conscious mind, it happens in the subconscious. The subconscious is like the hidden engine of your existence. It operates silently 24 hours a day, controlling about 95% of your actions, reactions, decisions, and perceptions of reality. It is where your deepest beliefs, traumas, emotional memories, and unconscious interpretations about what is or isn't possible for you are stored. The subconscious doesn't think, it only follows. It doesn't ask if something is true or false, good or bad. It simply records and repeats what you feed it through emotional intensity and vibrational repetition. But the subconscious can be reprogrammed, and when that happens, it becomes a creative portal capable of deeply transforming your material reality. Rudolf Steiner, philosopher and occultist, said that the human soul is like fertile soil. What you plant in it grows. The subconscious is that soil. And the technique we're about to reveal is a precise and ancient way to plant new seeds, aligned with the energy of your true essence. This technique works not just with the mind, but with the vibration behind the mind, with what resonates between thoughts, the emotional frequency that commands your vibrational field. And that is why it was once considered forbidden in certain initiatory circles. Because whoever controls the subconscious controls the portal between the invisible and the visible. The ancients knew that knowledge, when accessed before spiritual maturity, could become poison instead of healing. That's why traditions such as the mystery schools, the alchemists, and later some initiatory orders sealed this information beneath layers of symbols, rituals, and hidden language. Among these symbols, the number 33 has always stood out. Far beyond a hierarchical classification, the 33rd degree represents an elevated state of consciousness. It symbolizes the transition between the world of form and the world of spirit, between mental knowledge and intuitive wisdom. Those who reach this level are recognized not by external titles, but by an inner frequency, the vibration of someone who has transcended the ego and become a conscious channel for universal energy. The technique considered forbidden, which we've discussed up to this point, is part of that ancient knowledge. But it isn't forbidden by law. It's forbidden because it challenges the structures that keep people trapped in fear, scarcity, and passivity. It teaches, in a way that is both direct and subtle, how to reconnect with the creative source through 3 powerful, subtle movements: quieting the mind, accessing the heart, and anchoring the vibration. Every day for 33 consecutive days, choose a moment of absolute silence. It can be in the morning before the world wakes up, or at night, when everything slows down. Sit with your spine straight, feet on the floor or in a comfortable position, and close your eyes. During the first few minutes, just breathe. Allow your body to slow down. Don't try to control anything. Just feel the stillness surrounding you. This is the moment to silence the mental noise and open your vibrational field. Then, bring into your awareness what you want to manifest. But pay attention. You are not going to think, "I want this." You are going to feel as if it is already happening now. Imagine the scene, but more importantly, feel the emotion you would have if this were already your reality. Safety, peace, joy, freedom. Let this feeling expand within you. Let your body vibrate with that frequency. This is the moment when you imprint the new programming into the subconscious field. Finally, bring your hand to your chest at the center of your heart. Take a deep breath and say mentally or softly out loud, if you prefer, "I am one with this reality. It already exists within me." End with gratitude, not for what will come, but for what already is. Repetition, done for 33 days, is the energetic seal of this technique. This practice, when done with dedication, has the power to break limiting patterns, accelerate manifestations, and greatly expand intuitive awareness. It only depends on clear intention, vibrational presence, and a commitment to inner transformation. This ritual can take just 10 to 15 minutes a day, but its impact can last for hours, days, or even weeks. And if you continue for the full 33 days, something subtle, yet very real, will begin to reorganize around you. People, signs, coincidences. You'll notice a deeper synchronicity between your inner state and the outer events. The 33rd degree is not a status. It's not a title you receive. It's a vibration you activate. It is the moment when you stop searching only for answers and begin to live the questions. When you stop seeing yourself as someone trying to attract something and start feeling like someone who naturally radiates the frequency of what they want to experience. This symbolic degree represents inner mastery, the point where consciousness, the subconscious, and energy are in alignment. And when that happens, you no longer react to the world, you co-create with it. Your desires are no longer born from lack, but from clarity. Your actions are no longer driven by fear, but by presence. You become a living field of manifestation, and reality responds with the same intensity. You have the power to access and transform your reality through the energy you cultivate every day. Hidden wisdom is no longer hidden. It lives in the spaces between your intuition, in the silence of your mind, and in the subtle language of your feelings. So walk with lightness, but with purpose. Practice with discipline, but with joy. And remember, the outer world is only a reflection of the level of consciousness you activate within. If this message touched you in any way, if something awakened within you, share it with someone you feel is ready for this call. Like, comment, and if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe to the channel. Until the next video, and may the energy awakened in you today guide you with wisdom and power toward all that you were born to be.